Hello garden friends, and welcome to my channel, DK's Garden Oasis. I am Debbie, master gardener and butterfly raising hobbyist, inspiring you to bloom, grow, and conserve in your garden. Make sure you stay till the end where I share an interesting fact about a pineapple. So normally the first weekend of December, my daughter and I have an annual weekend downtown. One of the events is a week later, the One of a Kind show. So we are going this weekend, and that will be next week's video. This week's video, I am going to be making my porch pot. I make it a holiday pot and then turn it into a winter pot. So I will show you the greenery that I use and how to put it together. So every year I change the color and the holiday decor that goes in it. This year I'm going to do natural colors. So I'm going to have my greenery, and then it's going to be browns and creams and whites to make it a more natural look. The pot usually lasts me through February, and then I change it out for my spring bulbs. I do get all my greens from the garden center that I work at, and I just add lights and holiday decor and ribbon and bows to that. So you can do it two ways at the garden center that I work at. You can do a porch pot planter class, or you can do a DIY. I choose to do the DIY and bring it home and show all of you, but the planter class you go to and they demo it, and then you make your planter pot at the garden center and then bring it home that day. The DIYs you order, and then you specify the week that you want to pick it up. Whether you're taking the class or a DIY, you're getting all the same ingredients. So it starts off with a pot, either a black or a burlap pot, and it does have soil in it, and then the greenery. So in all the kits, it has everything that you need. So you get your pot, your fresh greens, and some decor, some pine cones, wire, stakes to wire the pine cones to, and I'll show you how to do that, ribbon, or ribbon for bows. Actually, we make up the bows. And so these are all of the greenery, and I'm gonna keep this above, and I will also put it in the description box. So the first thing that you're gonna need is your spruce top. I will be demoing this, and this will be kind of hard to see because it's huge. So you start off with your spruce top, and this is the foundation of your porch pot. So, and then what you're going to do, and I'll show you in a few minutes, is you're going to cut each of these so it has a fresh cut, and you're going to water it in, and then spray it with wilt-proof to keep it fresh. So this is your first piece that goes in. And then the next step is your Fraser fir. So these are in various heights, and you'll see that when I take them out of the bag. And these make the basic form of the pot. What you're going to want to do is face all of these out so that it looks like a tree in the end. Next are your Port Orford cedar and huckleberry, and that's what this is. And huckleberry, this is kind of a small piece. Usually it's a little bit fuller than this, but we'll make do with this. And this offers height and variety in your porch pot, so you want to have some different textures and heights. So these two would come next. And next is your white pine, and as you can see, these are quite flexible and wispy, and they drape over the sides. And another contrasting piece, so you'll get a couple of these as well. Last would be your incense cedar, and these are also drapey, and you want to put these on the sides, and it expands and shows off your focal point. So for classes, we generally make it, most of the people they want to see it from all four sides, so you turn it as you're doing your porch pot. For me, I put it up against my door, so I have lights behind it, and you'll see that in a second. So I just do three sides. So this would be in the front, and you'll see that in a few minutes. And extras, as I said, are your either white or red twig dogwood. We have berries, pine cones, and then your stakes for your pine cones and bows, and wire. So how we do it, a really quick demo. I did put all three together, but I wanted to show you real quick. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your floral wire, and pine cones are quite sharp, so you might want to wear gloves with this. And what I do is I twist it, make it nice and tight. And then I take my stick and place it somewhere in the pine cone, like so. And then I take the one wire and twist it around. And then I take the other wire, twist it the opposite direction. And to make it tight, I found that if you twist the wire counterclockwise, it tightens up the wire and it secures this stake in the pine cone. So then you pop these in, and we give you 3, so you'll put 2 on each side and then 1 in the front by your bow. I don't put a bow in the center of my porch pot. I put it, and again, you're gonna see I put it on my pot. So that is how you wire your pine cones. Extras that you're gonna need are your pruning shears, and I have optional, but I would highly recommend wilt stop, and this prolongs the life of the greenery. It keeps moisture in all the greens, because as you know, fresh greens get dry and brittle, like Christmas trees. So I do spray these, and again, my planter lasts at least till mid-February. I can probably push it till the end of February, but I'm usually pretty well done by Valentine's Day with it, and I empty it out and start getting ready for spring. So let's get started, and I'll show you how I put my porch pot together and assemble it. Okay, here we are. We're going to put my porch pot together. And again, this is the list of all the greens. So we have your spruce top, your Fraser fir, your Port Orford cedar, huckleberry, white pine, and incense cedar. And again, I'll put this in the description box below. So those are our greenery. I kind of have them here, so spread these out. Okay, so here's what I start with. I already got this kind of started. This is the pot that I use, and again, I'm using all neutral tones, browns, creams, and the greenery. And then I have my lights, and I have a couple of birch logs, and this is not birch, it's fake that I put some decor on. I have some decor here. I'm going to put some, I think, some snowflakes on, and a Merry Christmas sign. And then I found this at Meyer, and this goes right with my theme, so I'm going to stick that in after I do the greenery. So let's get started. So again, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut your spruce top, and then it's kind of large here, so I'm going to kind of cut this top part off. And you want to cut off the lower pieces as well. And then it's kind of like when you do a artificial tree, you kind of push out the side stems. So I'm putting this in my center, and then I'm going to go to my Fraser fir. So we have 3 large pieces, and then these are just your fill-ins. So here are the bigger pieces, and those go around. And again, I probably have more pieces than I need because I don't have it go all the way around. And again, I cut these ahead of time, so they're all set to go. I'm going to take this out for the moment because I have to fill in with all my greenery. Now I'm going to go with my smaller pieces of Fraser. And again, I may not use all of these because there's quite a bit here. I do have some more pieces here, as you can see, and maybe I'll fill these in later, but right now I'm going to go on to the next piece. I'm going to go into the next piece. This is Port Orford cedar, and these are giving it some texture and some height. Okay, a couple of pieces of huckleberry, which generally these pieces are quite large and they look really nice in the way in the back, like here, but these are definitely not long enough, so I am going to just stick them on the sides here. These are some great pieces. I like the white pine. So you want to put those off to the side and then have them wispy going off to the side. And this is a pretty large piece of incense cedar, so I may want to put it in the center for some contrast, but I'm not sure if you're going to see it, so let's put it right here. There we go. I wanted to show you too, we have these that I put out every year, and I just get fresh greens for the antlers and the tail. I have our reindeer and I have a snowman. Usually I'm going to put both of them out at the same time. Usually I put the reindeer out at first and then the snowman. So then you just need your arms for the snowman. And now I just have my fillers, so these will just go in wherever I'd like some color. All right, and then we've got some white pine cones. Now with the kits from the garden center, we just have used just the plain brown, but I might put both in here just to give it some more. And there we have it. That is my porch pot for this year. I hope you enjoyed seeing this porch pot come together. Came together pretty quickly actually, and I'm going to probably play with the placement of some of these, but it's not too bad. I will show you a picture outside in the daylight and then at night with it lit up. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing me put together my holiday winter porch pot. So give it a like and comment below if you do a porch pot every year, or like me, I change it for every season. and this is my holiday winter one. This weekend, as I said, I'm heading downtown with my daughter for our annual mommy-daughter weekend. We go to the Christkindl market and we go out to eat, and we're going to a show at the Chicago Theater. It's 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and it is Cirque du Soleil. So stay tuned for that, and make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell for that next video and all future videos coming up. Now I'd like to share that interesting fact about the pineapple. Thanks for watching, and happy gardening. Bye-bye.